and welcome back to this channel. My name is Nekesa and we have 2,500 subscribers. Yay! Thank you so much for the subscribing and liking and commenting and also watching my videos. Please, if you're here right now and you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Just subscribe and like this video, and you can also watch more videos on my channel. So today we are going to talk about the basic interpretation skills. I have written some notes down so that I don't forget everything that I'm going to talk about in this video. So the first thing we are going to talk about is something that we always look beyond. We don't even see if it is important or if it is necessary, and this is clothing. So the first thing we are going to talk about is clothing. What is there about clothing that we need to know in conjunction with interpretation? So we are supposed to put on clothes that contrast with the background. For example, my background is cream and I'm putting on something black. So my hands will be able to be seen very well when I'm signing, and also when I'm finger spelling, my hands will be able to be seen very well. And also, it is just easy for a person to see me with a contrasting background more than me putting on black and having a black background and maybe sometimes not being seen or something of the sort. So clothes that you're supposed to put on should have a contrast against the background, should be contrasting with the background. Yes, that's the first point. The second thing is we should avoid fancy clothing or fancy fashion that may interfere with the client's concentration. We all have our shortcomings and we are distracted at some point with different things. So in this case, if I am the one who is signing and I'm putting on something so fancy, then the client, the one that I'm supposed to be interpreting to, will concentrate on what I'm putting on other than the information that I'm bringing up. So we should always put on clothing or fashion that will not distract the concentration of our client. Another thing is we should avoid over-decorated attire and we should just be well groomed. So for example, my nails right now, I've not done them, but I'm putting on, let's say, very long nails and they are so colorful, and I'm putting on earrings. Mine are so small you cannot see them right now, but I'm putting on dangling earrings and they are so colorful or shiny. And my hair, I've done my hair and put on some awesome things, decorative, but they are so colorful. And also my dress or my top or my whatever I'm putting on is, let's say, with the rainbow colors, or not even that, but so shiny, and I'm just over decorated all over. When I'm signing with my long nails, it will be so distracting because the person, the client who you are supposed to be interpreting for, will concentrate on the nails, will concentrate on the dangling earrings or the over decorated hair or the over decorated dressing. So we should be simple and well groomed. Well groomed meaning you should be comfortable in what you're putting on, not something so short when you're standing or sitting, because at some point you'll be interpreting when sitting, or at other points you'll be interpreting while standing. So not very short clothes, not very revealing. Those of us who love showing a cleavage, it is not appropriate. Not like too open on the top, and not too much makeup. for those ones of us who love makeup, just put nude makeup or something that will, maybe if you have spots like me, just cover that and just look neat and presentable, but not over decorated, not over styled. Just look awesome but not distracting. Another thing that we're going to talk about is personal appearance. Some of the things that I've already talked about on the clothes section, we'll also talk about them in this part, because clothing and everything goes hand in hand with personal appearance. The first thing is be simple and presentable. Be simple and presentable. You're not going for a fashion show. You're not going to do something like something so official that you need to put on a suit. And I've not said that putting on a suit is bad, but just be simple, be presentable. If putting on a suit for you will work, but I don't think if you'll be able to sign putting on a suit fully for about 1 hour or 2 hours, depending on whichever interpretation you are going to do. But putting on, let's say, an official shirt for men, an official shirt and some awesome trousers, then you are good to go. And for ladies, just putting on an awesome blouse, not showing more any cleavage even, and a decent skirt or a decent dress, and just small or a little makeup and some awesome earrings and your hair well done, either hanging behind, not covering your face, because you're supposed to be you're supposed to be having lip movement while signing, and your hair is supposed to be at the back or even hanging or something, but not covering your face. Then you are good to go. That's one thing. Then another thing is avoid strong perfumes, lotions or oils. I've already talked about the concentration of this person that you're going to interpret to. So if you have a perfume which is having a very strong scent, lotion or oils that are very strong scented, the person might get distracted with the fact that you are strong scented and not concentrate on what you're trying to give or what information you're trying to give. So having perfumes or oils or lotions that have mild concentration will be so helpful for this person who is listening or who is getting information from you, who is deaf. Yes. Another thing is, if you have unpleasant body odor, seek medical attention, because not everyone is perfect. Not everyone is perfect. So some of us might have the unpleasant odor just by nature. So going to a doctor and seeking medical assistance might help you, and that should not make you not be an interpreter or a good interpreter. So don't substitute the bad odor with the strong scent, because when they clash they bring up something so not good. Yes. Another thing is, let your nails be short and clean. As I told you about the other part while talking about clothing, very long nails, very colorful nails will make your client not concentrate on what you're signing or what you're interpreting, and this is not good for your work or for the information you're giving to the client. So when you have mild colored nail polish and your nails are not long, then the concentration will not be on your nails so much. The third thing I'm going to talk about is lighting. As you can see, I'm in a very well lit place or room. So while interpreting, you're supposed to be in a well lit area, even if it's not inside. But if it is inside, make sure there is enough lighting for the purposes of interpreting. Another thing is, you should avoid glare, which will interfere with the audience vision. So when you're interpreting and you're concentrating on one person, or you're looking at one person for long, then people might stop concentrating on the fact that you are interpreting and start looking at who you are glaring and start thinking outside the box while you are doing that, while you're looking at someone for a long time, and this is what will make people not get your information that you're trying to pass. Then another thing is, the room should be quiet and conducive. When you are interpreting, you need to be listening to what the other person is saying. Then interpret the information to the person who is your client, who is deaf. So if a room is so noisy, or if a room is close to the road and there are vehicles and motorbikes and people walking and making a lot of noise, then it will be so hard for you to get information from this person who is talking, and it will be so hard for you to interpret the actual information to the person who is deaf and also your client. You should avoid rooms that are, or places that are noisy, and make sure that it is an area which is quiet and conducive. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is vocabulary. Make sure that you're conversant with the vocabulary that you're going to use. If you're going to interpret for a person in the court, then make sure you have all the necessary knowledge of the signs that you're going to use during that time. If you're going to interpret for someone in the hospital, then make sure that you know the relevant words that will be used in the hospital and know the signs, so that you will be able to interpret for your client very well. It depends with the kind of setting that you're going to interpret in. So you should make sure that everywhere you go to interpret, you have the relevant information and enough signs that you will use to interpret to your deaf client. And finger spelling, you can use that. You can use finger spelling once in a while, but don't make it like your go-to escape point. If you don't have any sign for a certain word, finger spell. If you don't even remember, finger spell. No, just do your research well. Let finger spelling be for those words that you will not, or you have never heard of, one, or the words that don't have signs completely. You can finger spell for some words that you don't remember the signs for, but don't make it a habit. I will make another video about the different settings for interpretation and talk about the possible ways to use the signs, or possible ways to be able to interpret in different settings. If you're still here with me, please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Like, share if you can, and please leave a comment in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.